see if I can make this thing work. Welcome. Welcome. It's not St. Patty's Day yet, but you know. Close enough. Welcome. My day. Things to do. Remember before we get started? Oh, I've got a joke to tell you. I got a new joke. Okay. That I was voluntold to tell you. And that is that I wrote a self-help book. Was that it? What? Now I don't remember the joke. See, isn't that funny?
Needs help remembering.
I need help remembering. Reverse psychology. It was reverse psychology. I wrote a book on reverse psychology. Don't read it. Later, please introduce yourself to somebody you don't already know. Remember to wear your name badge because I'm terrible at names and I'm not the only one. Please silence your phone. It's probably a really cool ringtone, but probably everybody doesn't want to hear it right now. Especially not when John is talking about steaking because we don't want his hands to shake while he's steaking. That would scare me. And please respect the speakers because everybody here is a volunteer today, okay? So these are not people who are getting paid that you should heckle, although I seem to get heckled anyway, that's fine. But please respect the speakers, and this is why we are here. The purpose of this organization shall be to promote interest and skill in knitting, to encourage high standards of quality and workmanship, and to encourage the use of those skills for the benefit of others. Yay! Everybody remembers that, right? And Knitting 911 is up front. May has raised her hand. She can help you get started if you're a beginner. She can help you if you're advanced and you've got a problem. She can probably fix that too. Okay, so there she is for your help. I need a volunteer to take minutes today. Can anybody take minutes? Please, we need a piece of paper and a pencil. We got the back of that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, sure. Okay, and it is recorded, so I can give you access to the recording if you wish. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay. And now it's time for the election. Okay. One thing I want to say before I hand it over to Sarah is we are still looking for a VP of Community Service. And I'll let Sarah tell you about that since she's our outgoing VP of Community Service. But if you feel inspired to volunteer for this position today, it's not too late. We can include you.
Please.
We need somebody, we really do. Thank you.
Okay, yes, as Mary mentioned, I've wrapped up my 2-year term as Community Service VP. It's fun, and it's not overwhelmingly time consuming, and I can help in the background as needed. So if any of you are thinking, well, maybe. The other good thing about it is we've got the storage unit. You're not storing like oodles and scads of yarn at home anymore. I've still got the books that I'll continue to bring to disseminate. You don't have to worry about that. We've got the counting, that all comes to the newsletter editor, which is still me. I'm still going to be doing that. So it's really, and we've got people that pick up all the items and take them. So you're not taking all of that stuff home either. Our contacts for each of the community service, the major organizations that we donate to are well established. So again, you're not taking anything. You're counting some things. And again, as we put in the newsletter, and for those of you who read it very, very carefully, the counts that we take on the table are not always matching the counts on the sign-in sheets because we get a lot more stuff on the table. Some people don't sign in, etc. Although I hope everybody's signing in who's making items because we still have our contests going on, which I will continue to work through April because that's our last month. So I'm going to assume it's because I've been doing such a great job that nobody wants to fill my shoes, but really they're very small shoes to fill, so it's not, but if you're considering it, let me know, or let Mary know, or any of the board members. Yeah. So I'm not going to get on the floor and grovel, but maybe I will during break. Yeah. But seriously, it's not overwhelmingly time consuming, per month. So, And again, you're working very closely with the newsletter editor, and you're working very closely with the other board members. So, and then you get to attend the board meetings and you know what goes on before everybody else does, which is kind of fun. Okay, enough about that. So as you, the following are the nominees for the 2026-2027 Greater St. Louis Knitters Guild slate of officers. Please come forward as I call your name. Danielle Goodman for president. You move aside here.
Limped my way up there.
Mary Fitzgerald and Mary Kelsheimer, co-administrative VPs. If you guys, can you get out there?
I can stand it.
Okay, that's perfect,
Yeah.
yes. No pain here. Kelly Matthews, communications vice president. And as I said, community service VP is open. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, okay.
Anybody? Anybody want to stand up?
Bueller, no, it's probably some, that was from what, the
Bueller?
90s, 80s movie, I don't know.
80s.
Anyway, Pam Siebold Riley, education vice president, there she is. John Cawley is our secretary, our recording secretary. And Mary Dale Bannister, treasurer. Okay. Scoot over here.
Sufficient.
All right, do we have any other nominations from the floor for any of these positions? Silence. Okay, if none, then we will continue with the election process. And since there are only enough candidates to fill the positions, -1, is there a motion to vote by acclamation, which means by a show of hands?
So move.
I'll second that since I can, because I'm not I can, right? I'm not a returning, so I can second that. Okay. Okay, therefore, I would like now to ask the nominees to, well, no, we'll leave you in the room.
We can turn our backs.
Yeah, turn your backs. Nobody's making faces, I swear. Okay. All those who are in favor of the slate of officers as presented in the March 2026 newsletter and as just introduced, please raise your hand. All right. Anyone who's opposed?
Nobody threw anything.
By show of hands, I am happy to announce the slate of officers has been elected to their respective positions to serve until March of 2027. You guys can, you turned around already. All right, now we have a few more things to take care of. The Greater St. Louis Knitters Guild has elected the following to serve as officers for the coming year. Danielle Goodman, president. Mary Fitzgerald and Mary Kelsheimer, co-administration VPs. Kelly Matthews, communications vice president. Pam Siebold Riley, education vice president. John Cawley, recording secretary, and Mary Dale Bannister as treasurer. To you, the newly elected officers, will you uphold the purposes and bylaws of the Greater St. Louis Knitters Guild?
We will.
Okay. Do you accept your election by the membership and agree to serve in the office to which you have been elected?
Yes.
Do you intend to carry out to the best of your ability the responsibilities and duties of your office as stated in the bylaws? And answer by saying, I do so intend.
I do so intend.
Good feeling. And now to you, the general membership. Do you accept these members as your officers for the coming year, giving them your ideas, support, and help wherever and whenever you can? Please answer with an enthusiastic, yes, I will. I now announce to you that these candidates have been duly installed as officers of the Greater St. Louis Knitters Guild and will serve until their terms expire in March of 2027. Typo.
Sorry.
Yeah, 2025 is over, so.
We're done.
Yes. And let's also give a round of applause to those officers who served us so faithfully this past year. That's myself, community service, and Susan Rossbach in communications.
And they've been on for more than just 2 years. I know Susan has been on at least 4 years, if not more,
This was my first
Was it your
term,
first as-
but I've been newsletter editor for,
forever,
A few
which
years.
you should also applaud.
I'm keeping that by the way, so, okay.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's all
All
we've
good.
installing people. around.
okay.
And
My
she can
first
have
act as president is to leave.
So I guess you're gonna take care of the,
Huh?
the key to the post box.
No, that goes to,
No, I got it, I got one.
oh, I need a key. Okay,
Good
sorry.
luck.
I'll take it.
So Sarah, you did all that with the microphone turned off.
I did,
It's okay.
and I did it without my glasses.
And without your glasses, and you still caught my typo this morning, or my lack of editing,
Yeah.
so. Okay, we will go ahead and finish the business meeting then.
Oh, yes.
It won't be too long. The newsletter deadline is March 29th. Guild members can help by including reviews and any kind of article that you might come up with. And you guys know my story already. I love it when I see book reviews. And the reason I love to see book reviews is because I want to know if it's a good book or a bad book before I get it. Okay, so if it's a lousy book, please let me know. If it's a good book, let me know about that too. We have yarn for charity projects out here today. Okay, and remember it's supposed to be used for charity projects, not for, your uncle Jordan or somebody. A big deal about the post office box. Please do not use our post office box for non-guild business. The board members did not volunteer to be a courier for you and other people. You can't just use our P.O. box for your own personal stuff.
You might be helpful to explain.
Yeah.
A lot of people were.
So there was a case where someone used our box and wanted us to bring them the mail that they sent to our box. If you want details, you can talk to me later, but we are not your couriers, and the box is only available, there are only 2 keys. It's the president and the treasurer who have the keys. It is meant for guild business. It is not for you to just use because you don't have a P.O. box and you would like to have one, so you can use ours. You cannot. Okay? And beyond that, we're actually, since membership has moved online, we only ever go to the post office box when informed delivery shows us there's something there that's important. Okay, so we don't go every month. We didn't go this month because there was Pam has been doing the. Did you go? Okay.
Because I paid for 6 months of our box.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it was $148.
Yeah, that's. I've been busted for spending a lot less on more important things, honestly. So that is definitely something that we're looking at as putting on my mask as the new treasurer. That's definitely an expense I'm gonna be looking to cut because with all membership stuff online, everything is online, I don't really see a justification for that kind of expense. I'd rather spend it on like QuickBooks. Yeah. That was a joke, I know. Don't come after me on that. Okay, and again, just as follow-up to that, thank you for renewing your membership online. It's really simplifying the accounting for us. It's really a lot easier when we don't have a whole 100, 200 pieces of paper that have to be processed and kept and used as receipts. There are no extra fees. You do have to use a credit card. You check out by clicking on the shopping cart, just like you do from Amazon or any of the yarn shops that you buy yarn from. Because is anybody, and I'm just gonna ask one more time because I've done this before and I just really want to know: has anybody in this room ever not bought yarn online? Well, yeah, you had to
Which
think about
month?
it. Anyone, if you ever
No,
bought
I'm saying which
yarn.
month have I not bought yarn online?
I mean, ever in your whole lifetime. So pretty much everybody knows how to do this. This is not rocket science, is my point. You drove all the way to Nitpicks to get that? Yeah, right. Okay, there is a group that has been talking to me a lot. They were trying to get me to buy a booth at their convention. I did not do that because they're quilters. Okay, and they call it quilt, knit, and stitch. But I wanted to tell you guys about it for 2 reasons. Because first of all, there's a lot of overlap. I'm sure there are quilters in this room. What? Yeah. There are quilters here, I'm sure. And they are actually looking for workers. They pay $15 an hour. You have to do at least 2 shifts. But they pay 15. I have no idea. I'm afraid to talk to them anymore because they're gonna hit me up for a booth again, and I finally got them to leave me alone, so. The workers handbook, you wanna look to see what their requirements are, that's it. And that's the email you have to reply, you have to send an email to tell them you wanna work for them. And I guess if they don't have enough workers, you get to work for them. If you want these websites and email addresses separately, you can text me or email me and I'll send it to you directly, so you don't have to copy it down, everything right here, right now. Okay. But I don't know, it could be fun. TKGA news, there is a Next Level Knitting Conference coming up April 17th and 18th. It is open to members and non-members. And I think, John, didn't you do one of these one time? And
I
you
did
really,
last year,
you really liked it.
last 2 years, and I've registered again for this year.
So it's a repeatable thing,
Yeah.
and you found
Or
and you
different-
liked it enough that you're doing it a third time in a row.
I don't mean to interrupt, but they have different speakers every year, different classes every year. You have access for, I think, 6 months to all the videos. If you have a conflict, 2 classes that you absolutely are dying to take, and you can only attend one, they have the videos up for 6 months. So it's very helpful. You learn a lot of techniques from experts. I mean, it's worth it. If you want to take your knitting up to the next level, that's why it's called the Next Level Conference. Every year, virtual, runs from about our time 8 to 9 a.m. to maybe 4 or 5 p.m. with 3 morning sessions and 3 afternoon sessions approximately.
Yeah, and John seemed to like it a lot. He's not the only one that's told me that that they've taken it and really got good results from it, so.
And on the virtual the virtual sessions, you can ask questions live. Obviously, if you're not in that session, you can't ask the questions live, but I have emailed them, the teacher, and they have responded as well. So it's worth it if you're interested in taking your knitting up to the next level. And online, there is a description of the classes that are available, who is presenting what, and what you expect to learn from each of those classes.
Yeah, it's very
I'll
detailed.
shut up now.
Yeah, it's very detailed, it's kind of cool. Okay, our meeting space, we are, whoops, I hit the wrong button, sorry. We are at the Creve Court East Room next month. We have one more library we're gonna be down at Oak Bend in May, because, we couldn't get any place, Creve Court place, it was already filled up. And then otherwise, we are at Creve Court, except when we have our luncheons.
What about September, where are we?
Yeah.
I left that out last month and I didn't put it in this month.
For the last 3 months you've left.
Well, thank you very much for pointing out my mistakes. I think we've got Creve Court, I will look it up.
Yeah, I don't think I need it for this month's newsletter, but we're getting, because I usually list about the
Right.
next 4 or 5.
And everything else was that, because those two, and the day, of course, that the library reservations opened, I was at Disney World. So I was sitting in Toy Story Land on my phone, trying to reserve rooms for us. I am not lying. That's I was literally sitting like on the ground, because you can't get a bench in Toy Story Land. I'm just saying, it doesn't happen. Okay, the minutes from the last meeting were in the newsletter. Are there any changes that anyone has for that? Can I get someone to move to approve?
So move.
John, second.
Second.
Sarah. Okay, and now the executive board reports, and these are some of our executive board members. This is the last time we're giving a report for a while, so.
So we need to heckle?
So that means if you heckle them, I'll kick you in the shins. Starting with Mary Square. You just want me to bring the microphone to you? I think it's long enough.
I have a loud voice, so.
Yeah.
She didn't have to turn it on.
Hi, Mary Square. The Mary Square report is
as you saw, that we were gonna have our potluck luncheon on Saturday, June 13th at the Point at Baldwin Commons. It's from 11 to 3. We're planning to have some fun activities. And we also decided we want to have, if people are interested, a de-stash table, maybe 5. So you can bring and get rid of some, or exchange some of your yarn.
Do we need to sign up for those tables?
Yeah, we'll do that, I thought next month. So think about that. We'll put a $10 hold table for people who are interested. We'll see what we do with that $10. But yeah, so it'll be a $10 hold, and we have space for about 5 tables. So if
First
we,
come, first serve
first
with
come-
their money in there.
yeah, so just for fun. And then again, on Founder's Day luncheon, we're gonna have it at Orlando Gardens on October 10th from 11:30 to 2:30. Any questions, concerns? Okay.
Thank you very much. Education VP.
I don't know that I need a microphone. Do I need a microphone?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to say that I have learned so much in the last 2 years. I never thought I would be presenting to a group such as this. I have learned more, and this is just a part of education generally. In many instances, you don't know the subject until you teach the subject. So I have learned a whole lot, and I want to thank the Guild for providing me with that opportunity. Our big event coming up in June is the Fair Isle Extravaganza. If you have not looked at that yet, please do on our website. There is a link directly to Jennifer Daly's page. You can see her craft. She is a very, very skilled, very, very knowledgeable fabric historian who has had some experience living in Fair Isle itself. And in some capacity, I probably misstated that she was a curator. She had in some capacity with the Fair Isle Museum on the island itself. So she knows where it is, has been there, has lived there. She knows the sheep breeds, the nature of the fiber from dozens of breeds of sheep. So I'm very happy that we've been able to get her. We have availability on Sunday's Fair Isle class and the design class.
And I also put up a slide that the lecture is on the 19th.
Okay,
That's
so
behind you.
the lecture is included, yes ma'am?
Well, I have a question. We signed up for it. We're gonna go, and we got our homework page, but I don't know where to buy that kind of yarn that she's talking about.
Okay, I have a couple hints. I was able to buy Shetland wool from UK Wool Warehouse. I will find it. It was cheaper to have it sent paying the tariff than to buy it from Chicago.
Excuse
So
me,
it-
John, could you put that, could we get that in the newsletter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
you will
think
tell
it's
me and I
Wool
will forget.
Warehouse or something from UK. It's just outside of London, near the airport. It arrives usually within 5 to 7 days, sometimes a little bit earlier.
Is
Yes,
it-
ma'am.
Johnson & Johnson,
It's Jameson.
Jameson.
Either of the two Jamesons are jumper weight wool.
Schoolcraft also carries that.
Yeah, there are several,
Schoolhouse.
several vendors here in the US, but if you're looking to save a few dollars, this has been several months ago. I was able to get, with shipping and tariff, about $7 per skein. The cheapest I could find in the US was about $8.50 per skein. So even with the shipping and even with all that, and I'm not saying that, what I like about this place is they have a wide selection of colorways. Many of the vendors here in the US carry limited numbers of colors because of they have 160 or so different colorways. And many places here in the US will only carry 10 or so of the most popular. So I'm not paid by them. Could you give any
And
kind of,
I did look at the numbers a couple of days ago, and a couple of days ago, we have a lot of availability yet on the Sunday
Sunday
Fair Isle
afternoon?
class, this one. And we have a lot of room in the design class. And John, could you talk a little about the design class so people understand better what they would learn there?
The design class is intended to provide you with the tools that you could design your own ski cap, your own cardigan, your sweater. You bring something with
So you
you.
could do like this. It's where everything is.
Yeah, this is her, it's a pullover similar to this, and the cap at the top. She's not gonna tell you what you design. She will give you the tools to help you with color choice, with yarn choice, with style features, design features, all of those different things. You can bring anything that inspires you to the session. She will provide a workbook with different tools and a book that she has written, and I don't remember the name right now, the book that she has written about design. And it's included with the price for the session. So those are all free. I don't know exactly, you can go on her website and look at the description of the design class, because I'm not remembering everything that is included in that design class, but it's going to be worthwhile, I'm sure. Even if you just are there for the color work, to understand how you select colors, the contrast values, all of those different things. Even if you do nothing more than that, it's worth the registration in the class.
And then also on the Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. there's a knit-in. Space is limited, so you still have to sign up for that, but it's free if you're taking one of the classes.
Yeah, she is offering this knit-in with her, just as a casual. It's not. There's no formal instruction. It's just a get-together, so she can help you with the project. Lee, did you have a question? You had your hand
I was
up.
just gonna say there's another wool people that you can get in the United States. I was trying to look up their name.
The woolly thistle.
Woolly thistle.
Well, yeah,
They have all the colors. They
yeah,
have all the
and they
colors.
have a good selection of
Although
colors.
they were out of the green that I wanted, but I found a green that's just as good.
And you wanted me to mention the Friday night lecture?
I had a slide up about that.
Okay, well, I won't steal your thunder.
No, there's no
Uh,
thunder.
On
Thunder
Friday
win.
night, all of our members get free admission to her lecture that lasts about an hour with questions and answers, about the sheep breeds, how the fibers interact, the staple, the length, all of that. I was just amazed. She gave this talk last year at the higher, bring her maybe the higher, next to the next level. She was the keynote speaker. Amazing amount of knowledge this woman has. So it's well worth it. It's free. With your registration. Well, actually, we don't have any registration requirements. It's just to get a
No, it's
list
for,
of.
members are free, and if
Yeah, we just have
non-members
to have
may
you sign
attend, but
up.
there's a cost for non-members.
Yes, you have to have you sign up so we know how many are going to be there. We have a maximum of 80, I think, don't we?
I think that room can take
Yeah,
80.
80. So make sure if you want to attend just the lecture, make sure you sign up. Susan, is that right? You still have to sign up?
If you're going to have not signed up specifically for the Friday lecture, and you are a member, you have to tell someone, because you really can't sign up, correct me if I'm wrong,
Without paying.
without paying at this point for that free to the members
Okay.
lecture.
I stand corrected.
Now,
So if
it's
if you are not interested in doing any other classes and you do want to attend the lecture, let one of
the
the
board members know.
board members know.
Yeah.
Any one of them. And we'll keep reminding you until, well, maybe May, but hopefully we'll have all those seats filled by then. Okay. About the class, she asked that you buy a pattern from her website. She is open to any questions that you might have in preparation for the event.
She's sending an email, I think, to
Yeah,
people.
I got an email from her. She has done an email to all of those registered. She's very friendly, very accommodating. I don't see how she does it with all the events that she does around the country and the world. But she can answer any questions for you about wool selection, pattern choices. If you're having a problem understanding a part of a pattern, she will help you get through that as well. Okay, anything else I need to talk about, Mary?
I don't know, is there?
I know this is all I was going to talk about was the Fair Isle extravaganza.
Did you have something else to say?
No, that's all I was going to say.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I have the slides from when you weren't here. I would forget it if I didn't have it on the slide. Yes, Mary?
I have a question. For the openings that we have, is this being advertised on Ravelry? Because don't we?
I have not put it on Ravelry.
Okay.
If you would like to put it on Ravelry, that would be
I don't know how to
awesome.
do that.
Okay. Well, we probably need to do that. So if you remind me,
Okay,
send me an email or something.
Yeah.
I know how, I just don't like to.
text you.
And Facebook and, yeah, and tell all your friends, by the way, because we really want to fill all these
Because
classes.
we do have a Facebook page, right?
Right,
Okay.
right. Yes, we do. Community service. This time I'm leaving the microphone on.
Yeah. This is from the same person who did a 30 by 36 square comment, so, you know.
I didn't say that.
No, I did. That's, I did it on the mic. Okay, now the mic's on. All right, just a reminder that the donated items contest is for, the two categories are hats and then neckwear, scarves, cowls, shawls, etc. We'll count shawls in there. That goes through April, so we've got another month after this, and we'll announce the winner in the May monthly meeting, because I need to tally everything after the April, so we'll go ahead and do that. As you can see, we need 3 tables for all of the donated items. Amazing number of items received again this meeting. Thank you very much. And just wanted to thank everybody for all of your hard work over the last few years. It was fun to be your community service VP, and I may be back at some point in time. So anyway, thank you all very, very much.
Let's thank Sarah. Communications, as I'm standing on my own cable. Susan.
Yeah, I don't have anything for communication. Kelly's gonna be taking over stuff, so I'll be transitioning to her, but for the website, which she's also gonna take over eventually, but, we're gonna build out a member area that's behind a paywall. So today when you purchase your membership, you just go and you check out like normal, but we have one member area that has one password for everybody. We're gonna change that. So it'll be a member area that's behind a paywall where you have to set up your own username and password. That will make things a lot easier for membership, because Squarespace will send out annual reminders so that the membership person doesn't have to do that. And if you forget to renew your membership, then you can't log in, because today you can sort of do that if you don't renew your membership. That's gonna take a little bit of time, but it's coming, yeah.
What about lifetime members?
Yeah, we're gonna have a way around that.
Okay.
So lifetime members will get, like a special promo code,
Okay.
that you'll be able to use to get behind, to create your account, on that paywall. So that's coming, I don't know when yet. It's probably gonna take a couple of months to work that out. The one thing that we didn't talk about at the board meeting, but essentially when we do that, paper applications are not really gonna be working anymore. I don't know how many paper applications we still get, but essentially that's gonna require everybody to renew online for you to get access to the member content. So, again, more on that later, but it's coming. So, any questions? Yeah.
This is Rose, I'm sorry, what's the password now?
Is everybody in here a member? Wait, do we have visitors today?
We'll get that to you. I'm not gonna announce it
Okay,
on
tell me.
that thing here, but we'll get that to you.
Thank you. Treasurer Pam. The monthly report was in the newsletter. Are there any questions? If not, they will be submitted for audit. Also, we passed our audit from last year. Hooray! And thank you to Colleen for providing that audit for us. Membership. Diane.
Okay, I can't tell if mic's working.
It is.
Okay, good. We have 198 members, and this month we've got a new member, Anna Rogers. Is she here today? Okay, but I still continue to have tons of name tags in the back, so come see me, and the person who wanted to know the password, come see me at break, and I'll let you know what it is.
Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Diane. Hospitality drawing. Kathy.
Yes, thank you. There are currently 44 members here today, no visitors, and 4 attendance devices will be drawn when we're ready for that.
We're ready. Is anybody not ready? Is somebody not ready?
Okay, the first is Daniel Goodman.
Yep. She's gone. She can't get it. She had to leave.
All right. And then your
Too bad for her.
Can I have yours? Let's see. Diane Shuey.
Yay!
Come all this way.
All that way.
Oh, she's gonna turn around and share. Oh my God.
And then, Lynn Phillips.
Lynn?
Okay, thank you. And let's see. Christina Oswald? Christina Oswald? Should I try this out? No? Nobody knows? Nobody has none.
Apparently she left.
Okay, so we have. So let's use the number generator. Lisa Hardbeck. Hardbeck.
Yay!
Looks like green is your color. Looks lovely. Okay, let me pull out another number here.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Number 8 is Candy Shumlaw.
Yay!
Well, all right.
Do we have more?
No, I do them by number of people here, so it's
Okay.
whatever.
Okay. Now it's time for show and share.
So please fill out a form if you haven't already, introduce yourself and tell us about your project. And then Lee will take your picture and she will make it beautiful, as she always does. So please come on up if you have something to show.
Yep.
You can start.
I can't remember everything about this pattern, but this is a single ply Icelandic wool, and it is great. It's Lopi. Einbound is the fiber. The pattern is Ein, E-I-N-N. After having learned a little bit about Stiki, I would have done this collar differently because I don't like the way that it does not fit well in the back and lines up in the front. And it is not any different front or back. So it is just one of those, a tube with a hole in the top of your head. So I would change it, but it was fairly easy color work to do.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm pleased with it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'll wait a minute. These are, there are probably several people in here who recognize this pattern already. This is from, I'll call it newspaper. And this is the qualifying for the Sock Madness this year. Sock Madness 20 on Ravelry has this pair of socks as a qualifier. So Kelly has a pair, and I think Pam somewhere in the back has a pair. I know that there are at least the three of us who are in the contest.
Yeah, I was like, I need yarn, I'm just picking anything, so I'm like.
And I have this color,
Isn't it great?
you know, the long.
That's great.
I have made several pairs of socks with this blue and never liked the result, so. This,
made another one.
I made another one.
So I guess this is our Fair Isle practice, right?
Yeah.
You wanna
And
jump
it's
in?
a Ravelry pattern.
okay.
It's called newspaper.
Newspaper socks, yeah.
Doesn't look like a newspaper.
So you don't
But it's black, the pattern was black and white and then red all over. That's why they call it a newspaper.
So
Just an older person wrote
the
it.
Fair Isle on this has the vertical lines are surface crochet. It's basically surface crochet in the ditch because it's pearl stripes. And then, but yeah, it has a very unique foot on it. He's waking up. Are you doing that?
Well, I'm gonna share something, and I found this really helpful. This is probably an old technique, or technology, but it was new to me. So when I'm doing,
All the old knee highs laying around.
Yeah.
It helps organize the yarn when you're doing color work, so you don't get the yarns twisted and tangled or scattered all over the floor. So these are center pole skeins. I have one color on one side.
Cut it up.
It's like a tube with two cuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have,
Did you make
they
that, or
said,
did you buy
Compression
it?
sock.
I bought it, I didn't make it. I saw it online and I said, oh, that'd be nice to try. Expecting fully to have to send it back because nothing I ever find works the first time. So, but this is good.
So yeah, pantyhose will work too.
Here's what she's talking about, the surface crochet.
Yep.
On the bottom, on the heel, the back, and on the front, all the way down. And
Does that make it thicker? Because I
No.
hate lumpy things on my
no,
feet.
no, it doesn't. It just, the pearl column gives space on the surface for the crochet stitch. So it doesn't stick there.
Okay, my foot approves.
Yeah, it's just, you can hardly feel it now. The other one that we're working on right now, your foot would not like.
No, I'm not gonna,
I have one.
I have 1.5, but I'm not gonna wear it. That is,
This is another one. This is the one that we're working on currently. This is called Quasar. And you can't see this in the back because it looks like it's got like every other color. Those aren't every other color. Those are beads. There are 436 beads on this sock. You can, actually, because it's on the top, unless you've got something that pushes down. But Mary Jane's and ballerina shoes will work. And so, yeah, that's what it, you can see the back. See the rays on the back? That's actually the rays on the front with the beads on them. So yeah, this is a finished sock. And this was the, you need 900 beads for this next pattern. It was like, what? So yeah, I have Twinkle Toes is right. And so this has been, and it's heavy. You know, you can hear. It's a very heavy sock.
My pair used 5.6 grams, or no, 40 grams of yarn and 51 grams of beads.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I took all the beads off. Did you notice my project page?
I didn't see it yet. So yeah, this is the one that the second sock is due by.
This is the first round. The other one was a qualifier. I think they have 7 rounds.
Yeah, 7 or 8, something like that. So yeah. So yeah, that's
What's that one called?
that one is called Quasar.
Oh, okay.
And that one's not done, so, but that's
Are
the
you in a
the
group
round.
or what, are you in?
So, Sock Madness, I kind of talked about it last time. Sock Madness is a competition, an elimination competition that you sign up for in February if you're crazy. And you are given a pattern. You are given a list of materials, like sock A through F, or A through H. And they'll come in and say, okay, the one that you're gonna do, you need the equipment for sock C. And so you go buy the yarn and then they give you the pattern and you have 2 weeks to make a full pair of socks in 2 weeks. And it's not just your vanilla socks, it is a technique that you've not used before. You know, like this one, this had the Fair Isle and the surface crochet, and we've had just strange heels and just odd constructions. I remember a qualifier from a couple of years ago was a conjoined pair of socks. You started at one tip and you did the socks to toe up,
Oh, no.
and then you did a contrast string, and then you did it from cuff down. So it was this long, one pair of socks, and then you had to separate them and finish those tops. That was the qualifier. So it's something that you
can call, talk to if you have problems like text.
there's
They have they
group.
divide you, once you qualify, they divide you into teams.
Oh, okay.
And there are, there's a question board, discussion board, a chat board for each of the
Patterns,
sock
right.
patterns. So my team is called Friendship this year. I don't know
And
what
I'm
your
on Team Technique this year.
technique.
Technique.
So our
Whimsy.
team
She's on
members.
Whimsy.
The team member, you can commiserate with your team members, and you can ask questions in the chat, you know, it's all, I have met dozens of Germans. And
Lots
they
of
finish-
Germans.
They finish a pair of socks in 2 days.
Oh, I know. I don't think they do anything they did. It's like,
Absolutely
you're done.
amazing. So,
Well, one lady I met from Germany and was in a class with said that that was a requirement for them to learn
It's
to
cool.
knit,
Yeah. Yeah.
knitting or crocheting.
Yeah, they learn how to knit when they're in like, you know, kindergarten.
That used to be true in Canada as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still is.
in Scotland too, I know.
Yeah. So I just wanted to add just one other quick thing is, if you're looking for needle tip minders, like for these, I have needle tip minders. And you find the little rubbery kind of stuff. These are silicone beads. These are not in the same department with the knitting needles, but I was in the bead department because I was buying beads, and I thought, I wonder if those will fit on the end of my needles. They're perfect. And they come in, they have little different things. You can get teacher ones. And these are like, I don't know, $8 for 4. But if you go buy them in the knitting section, they're $8 for 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah, aren't they cute? They're little mushrooms.
Yeah.
So, these worked.
What store was that?
That was at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, but anywhere that sells like silicone, the big silicone beads, velvet beads, so, that's all. Lots of socks.
Nobody else today?
Yeah.
Nope, here she comes. Diane's coming.
Except for, I'll have to fill out my show and share later, because I wasn't gonna show and share today. So, yeah, I wasn't gonna show and share, but I had several people ask me about this, so I thought I'd show and share anyway. This is called Neptune's Horses, and actually, our own Bambi here recommended that we make this, and I saw the pattern on Ravelry. Quite honestly, I didn't care for it on Ravelry, but then Bambi made hers, and I'm like, oh, it's really cool.
It's very pretty.
So anyway, this is it. It's pretty. And, it's beautiful. It's not hard to make. You can memorize the pattern quite easily. And this is Knit Circus yarn.
Did you make your sweater too?
No. No. No.
There's another question back here.
Was that like a gradient set?
It was, yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's Knit Circus,
Okay.
which I think you can only buy online now. Yeah.
They're going out of business too.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause this has been over a year ago, I think.
Okay.
Anybody else? Speak now or you won't get your picture taken. Please get ready to take pictures, and while she's doing that, today's program is gonna be, Can You Make the Cut? It's about the long promised program about steeking. Meanwhile, we're gonna take a break for about 10 minutes. We're gonna start around 3 o'clock. And please, thank you to all of our volunteers. If you see, especially if you see those outgoing board members, thank them profusely because they've been working really hard for you. I know I watched them.